Hi, hope everybody's doing well. I just finished watching um, the Democratic National Convention. I've been calling it the revival. Um, it was very interesting. It was interesting to watch. Um, mm, I want to talk about it. Let's going to talk about this for a little bit. I forgot to text people and tell them I'm coming on and talk, but it's 11:38 for proper sleep. But I just want to talk about it because I made some statements about Kamala Harris prior. And so I want to say something about that. And this is what I want to say. First of all, I had said that the DNC was very boring. And even watching it the second night, not only boring, it was sort of, I hate to say it, it was corny. But tonight, I didn't catch all of the first part. I only came in at Obama's speech and at Kamala's speech. So let me start off with Obama's speech. I'm going to say this, in my opinion. I think President Barack Obama, former President Barack Obama, probably is one of the best orators as far as a president that we probably have ever had before. I absolutely believe that there is no president prior to him that has spoke this well. Not that I can remember. I had to ask my mom and them about. The man is he can speak. And I said, remember, I talked about Michelle. I said Michelle can out talk him, but he must have heard me. I don't know. It's like as good as Michelle was, I feel like she done better than Barack ever did. But this man tonight, he gave me chills. He was talking and he said, but there's so many things that he said, but it felt like he was trying to give us a warning. Did y'all feel like that? It felt like he was trying to say, look, if y'all don't go ahead and get this man and his administration up out this here White House, it's not going to be good. You're going to lose your democracy. You are going to lose your voice. You're going to enter into an America. That's what I was hearing. He ain't said all this like this, but it's what my ears heard. You're going to enter into an America that you've never seen before. This is what I was hearing. And I couldn't help but think about what America's Black prophet of God had been saying about the future and, you know, the civil war that's impending. And that man, he talked tonight. I said, this man, he came in here like he the darn president of the right now in 2020. He was up there talking like a president. And you know what I miss? I miss. Now I enjoy. I ain't gonna lie. I enjoy Donald Trump when he talk because he tickles me. He is so entertaining to me, and I know I probably don't need to be laughing, but that Donald Trump tickles me. I look forward to his speeches for the wrong reason. He is terribly entertaining. I mean, I rewind his speech just to hear the rise and fall of his voice at the end of these sentences and the talk smart. It just really blesses my life. But I didn't know I missed my president being able to speak and talk in a way that make me be like, okay, let me listen to what you're saying, because you probably smarter than me. You know more than what I know. You you speak intelligently. I didn't even know that I was missing that. I didn't know I was missing that. And he talked, so I'm like, God, he done real good. And then I have Kamala up there to talk, because I done told y'all what I thought about Kamala. I said that, we should celebrate, her accomplishment and what have you. I said, but she didn't really register to me. She didn't really register to me. She didn't feel like I couldn't feel her. And I have been saying this, even when she was running for presidency. I could never feel her. Now, some of what I'm about to say could be because of how good of a job Barack done prior to her. But she started talking. She kept my attention for the most part. That little percentage I dipped out in my head. But I paid attention to her. And then to see her she talked about going from lawyer to district attorney, attorney general to senator, and now VP is candidacy. Man, I couldn't help but think about my sisters. I couldn't help but I'm talking about my blood sisters and just my sisters of the Black women that I know, or women of color that I know, who are working hard, grinding here in Atlanta and in DC area. I'm just thinking in my mind. And my aunts that, one of my aunts worked in the Pentagon and retired there. And I couldn't help but think about the Black women that I knew. As I listened to her, and she talked about her mom, which was really smart. She talked about her mom, her dad, her upbringing, and somehow tied it to it. It sort of made me think about people with similar stories and people that I know that came to America. She done an excellent job. I mean, and I believed what she was saying, and I could feel what she was saying. This is the first time Kamala talking for me, I could even feel anything that she was saying. And I know we all have our different beliefs. We have all our different thoughts, and I ain't gonna never tell nobody how they should think. I'm gonna tell you what I think. Listen to what you're saying. But man, I think, is this the last night? Today Wednesday. They got one more night. Let me see. Y'all know. Don't you be telling me to take this gum out my mouth. Just tell me to quit chewing it so hard. I'm sorry. They got one more night. Do them? Oh, one more night. Okay, yeah, Monday through Thursday is a 4-night. I said 3-night revival. It's a 4-night revival. So the last night of the revival service is tomorrow. Let me take this gum out for y'all. Wear me to death. What's my Barack? I spelled Barack name wrong in the video. I can go back and fix it. Okay. I don't care which way you turn it and how you look at it. Tonight, revival was the best night. This was the best night of the revival because of. And did y'all see when Bishop Biden came out there? I said, Lord, Bishop, he was back there asleep. He was asleep just to show. And his wife, I didn't even talk about last night because I seen the wife was hit. Bishop Biden's wife, First Lady, she was walking through the school, talking about how being a school teacher and different stuff. I think she did really good as well. I really had never paid her attention the way that I should. And she was in the White House a whole 4 years, and I just never paid no attention. But I paid attention last night, and she seemed like she a good woman. She seemed like she a good woman, which makes me believe this whole Bishop Biden cares about everybody. He's a good guy story. Because looking at her, she looked like the wife of a good guy. So that's that. But that Kamala, I think tonight, along with that Michelle last night, I think they might have done messed around and got some folk thinking. Because the President Obama's talking points, there were certain statements that he made that made me as an American be like, wait a minute now, this is America now. This is America. It's almost like maybe I had forgot. I don't know, because I've been so entertained by Donald Trump. And like I told you before, and I ain't ashamed to say, everybody hated Trump, hate Trump. I'm like, it don't bother me. I don't think it that bad. I mean, I didn't think it that bad. It really wasn't until this year where I'm like, now wait a minute, Trump, now you're doing too much now. Everybody else didn't like you, but I really sort of liked you. But not, why you say that for? They would do something else. Like, man, why you say that? So that's when I started by look. Now, what you really doing? And so I'm pretty sure there are more people like that, like me, who ain't really hated Trump, don't like the stuff that he's done this year, but listen tonight and be like, now wait a minute, now hold on, we have been, I mean, he been good for the stock market, and he's done a whole lot of things. I know most of my black friends, almost all of them made way more money under Trump than they did under Obama. Some people say it's because of what Obama set up that Trump took to a whole different level, because Obama pulled us out up, I ain't had a whole lot of trouble, but then thought I ain't had no problem. I ain't been one of them that's Trump killer. But I tell the truth. And the truth is that maybe I have been very entertained and have not taken certain things as serious. And with listening to Obama and Kamala tonight, I'm like, wait a minute, now let's get back to presidency. Let's get back to, America. Because it felt like something I had been missing that I didn't even know I had been missing. I felt like I was being talked to by the smartest person in the country, who knew America better than me and knew what needs to be taking place. That's what I got from the DNC, the revival on tonight. Let me see what y'all saying. Yes, they are intellectual speakers and they're good at what. Then somebody said, nah, Reid, only considering the stock market means you ain't been paying attention to this politics. Yeah, I told you that. I said maybe I ain't been paying attention. I know that. I'm very aware. Oh yeah, when she said there's no vaccine for racism. See, there were some things that they were putting out there. These are going to be talking points, and they're going to be sentences that probably are going to be, what's that? I bit my tongue eating that salad. These are going to be talking points for a while. Media has a whole lot to play with. What are some of your most favorite quotes from those two speeches, Kamala and Obama? Somebody said, I don't trust Kamala. Yes, see, Randall, the DNC has held an adult conversation. You're sort of saying what I'm saying that I sort of didn't realize that I had not been involved in. there really is no comparison. You know, like I said, I don't hate Trump, but Trump can't do that. Trump can't do what now one of them. That is the he can't talk like that's not his forte. No. Yeah, no, he can't give no speech like that. He just can't. That's just not it's not gonna work. Now he gonna be funny. He gonna throw stuff off and shade people. But no, he can't get it and talk like that. Let me see what you're saying. We must do the work. I like that quote. I don't trust Kamala or Biden. The vote is rigged anyway. Obama said Trump is acting like The Office is a reality show. Yeah, I heard that. Mm-hmm. You may not hate him, but he doesn't. Oh, God. You may not hate him, but he doesn't have anything for us blacks. But see, you know, it's them kind of comments and things like that. The reason why I never jumped on the whole bandwagon of the whole Trump thing, because prior to 2020, and I still ain't on the bandwagon, but there's some things he said I have a problem with, because I couldn't understand how we know that he is racist. And I know what these books saying. I got some books over here. One woman in one of these books written by a white author say that all white people are racist. I get in essence what they're saying. But I didn't understand how we know that Trump is racist, how we know he is whatever. I mean, he can just be white American, you know, and a white and most white Americans that are not in a certain class. I mean, because Trump, I just felt like some of the stuff that he was saying was the result of how he thought and the world he's from. And I thought calling him a racist and some other things, I thought, we don't really know. We don't really know the man. It wasn't until 2020 he said some things. I'm like, now, wait a minute. You the whole president. This is not a business, and this is not entertainment. You are a president. You're everybody's leader. And you're not talking like you're everybody's leader. So, Zoe, that's the statement you made is the reason why I didn't get on that hate Trump bandwagon. All right, let's see. What has Bishop Jordan been saying? America about to go through hell. So what does that tell everyone? Trump is not qualified to be president. You know, not qualified to be president. What I am going to say, he's not presidential. I can say that. Barack, Kamala, Biden, I feel like I'm looking at, I still feel that politician thing, but I feel like I'm looking at national leaders, you know, people who can lead all different types and kind of people. Trump don't give me that. Tonette Clark, I hear what you're saying, but when Trump says China virus, that thing tickles me. That don't make y'all laugh? Yes, I do know Trump daddy allegedly was in the KKK and all that. I know about that. And friends with David Duke. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah. Yeah, I heard about the Central Park 5 comment, but I didn't hear about all of that was information to me this year. Because you remember, if for the show Larry Reid Live, the show was broken in 3 parts. I always did the entertainment, pop culture, the church stuff, everything I do now. And sometimes I would dance with the sports stuff and with the political stuff. I had 2 other people on my show that did that. So they were, during those years, they were deep in it and would come on the show and conversation, but I was not the one who was doing that. So when I started doing my show on my own in 2018, I had to start dancing with all of these different parts of our world and the parts of what a news show or a talk show would talk about. So that's when I began to find out some of the things he has said or was saying. And that's when I'm like, because even when I listened to him talk today in the address, and he was talking about blue lives, And something else he was talking about, Michelin, because they would not allow their employees to wear anything that said something about blue lives or something like that. He said he thought it was wrong, it wasn't proper, but he didn't even mention about, because he said that people should be able to wear whatever they want to wear. But he skillfully mentioned the blue lives, but did not say they could wear the black lives, which, in my opinion, knowing how I see him move, he strategically didn't say black lives so he wouldn't offend his base, to make his base feel as though I don't want them to, I'm sticking up for the boys in blue. That's I mean, if you want to make the sale as a business, that's why I call him Press Butainer. As a businessman, that's how you move. As an entertainer, that's how you move. You play into your crowd. But as the president, no, you got to be fair. He should have said, I'm upset with Michelin or whoever because they won't allow their employees to stand up or wear something that they believe in, whether that's Blue Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter or whatever. But that's something that a president would say. But I think Trump is trying to win. Okay. Quote, Trump hasn't grown into, Trump admitted to sexual assault. Trump stated her watch teenage girls undress in this pageant. People need to believe people. Okay. We know that kind of going on. I don't know how to, if you ain't got no evidence of that kind of going on, that's just really talk. There's really no evidence of that, except for that video, that audio tape of that conversation with that dude. I can't think of his last name. Somebody, I think it's Firestone and not Michelin. I can't remember what it was. I told you I ain't know. That's why I said Trump don't have basic intelligence. Well, sir. Well, I had bit the snot out my tongue. I just want to show, share with you guys what I thought, because somebody said it was a good year. Okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to re-say what I had said, because before I said I never felt Kamala. I felt her tonight, and I believe what she was saying. I said before that this DNC revival service was not good at all, and tonight I think was even Michelle night. Only her talk was good to me. Little bit of Bernie, so I wanted to share that here, because I was here when I said that it wasn't worth 2 cents. I hope that everybody will be using their right to vote and will put who they want in office. Don't stay home and don't vote because you don't like or trust either side. And I done told y'all, you really can't. You can't really trust. I don't think you can trust none of these folks. But vote for somebody. There are a whole lot of folk, especially you women and you blacks and browns. We ain't always been able to vote. I think women's 100 years. So you better use that power to vote. Take your hind part on down there to the what's the name. You can do what I got. I got my ballot thing. I filled that out. I'm gonna walk it down there to turn it in though. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Click like and share. I'll go back and read the comments. Sometimes when I ain't got nothing to do, I just sit and read everybody's comment. I see all the comments. That's why some of you come back to the page and you can't get in. It's because you just said something sideways. You can say whatever you want to say in here, but if you're not gonna come to my page and then talk sideways and ragged, it didn't mean anything. You can be disappeared before you know it. Somebody said today is 100 years for women. Yeah, I knew it was somewhere around here this time. So everybody use your vote and pay their attention. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you should be watching these things just and listen to what everybody got to say, so you can make an informed decision. All right. Somebody said block Erica Martin. If Erica ain't said nothing off the wall about me, she good. And if Kendall said, she gone quick. You know, cause he been she be gone for Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.